Hey guys, welcome to the April 2024 Akashic forecast. This one is quite stunning. I highly encourage you to check it all the way through. If you are new to this forecast, no worries, I will explain what the heck I'm doing in the full report. So, see you there. Hey everybody, welcome to the full report for April 2024. This is a monthly forecast I put together in which I go into the Akashic record to see what kind of messages, guidance, points of view the records have for us for the month. And if you are new to this, I will briefly just explain that the Akashic records are the information and consciousness of all of its activity. Or you could say the memory and consciousness of all of its activity, past, present, future. Future more like what's in potential. So I'm just going to jump straight into April. It's quite beautiful, everybody. So the first thing they want us to know about April is that it is just luminous. It is absolutely luminous with a kind of violet iridescent light. And it's more than I've ever seen. I'll just say that from a personal point of view, Justin speaking now. It's more than I have ever seen in these monthlies. It is like crystalline, iridescent, somewhat violet light that they're calling the Citadel of Light, or the luminous mountain. And what's happening is that our soul power, another word for that might be our divinity, our personal expression of divinity, is rising. It's rising into this 3D earth life that we have through us as us. And April is so alive with this rising energy. It is so beautiful. It's more than just peaceful. It's more than simply happy or shocked full of well-being. It is singing. This light is singing with a joy, with a divinity. And this is being made possible because of what happened in March. So if you saw my forecast from last month, March was all about contracts, agreements, configurations in relationships, even like internal configurations, belief systems that are burdensome, that are too constricting for this energy. These kinds of agreements and contracts have been dissolving in March. For me personally, that expressed as a ton of medical issues. One after another. I was on crutches. I got covered in welts from bug bites. I got shingles. It goes on from there. And this was all about, for me personally, medical things, energetic beliefs that I carried in my body that were manifesting as these medical mishaps purging out of me. And for others, I heard it was a lot about actual relationships shifting and changing form, professional relationships or contracts ending abruptly. So it could have manifested for all of us in any number of ways. And in April, what we are experiencing is all of the space that this dissolution leaves. So we lose constricting, suboptimal contracts, agreements, relationships, etc. What does that leave? Space. that leaves a lot of space for this divine you, this soul you, to not emerge. I'm not saying emerge, to play. To play. There's a feeling of adventure in April, a zeal, a call to enjoy, to fall in love with life over and over and over again as this energy, as this soul you. So they're calling it the big you, the big me, the soul me. And it might sound impossible from the point of view of your mind. And it is. It is. From the point of view of the mind, which is more used to having belief systems and routines and habits, it sees life in a certain way. That's okay. The soul me is not concerned with what we think. This is one beautiful thing to taste in April, is that the soul me, the big me, they're also saying, or this luminous citadel of light, is unconcerned with what our little me mind is concerned with. It's like they're like crumbs to the soul, just crumbs. All of the personal little concerns. Instead, the soul me, this luminous power, is very interested in the big picture, in how this divine you, divine self, expresses here. What is its contribution? What is the beauty it creates? What is the energetic shift that it brings? Nothing to figure out for the mind in this. They want to really emphasize that. This is not, April is not about figuring things out with your mind. Really not at all. It's about basking in this luminous you, this luminous soul you. And from that, loving life, falling in love with life over and over again. They're saying new lease on life. New lease on life. And this is the way. It's not like you had this new lease in life in April and then life is suddenly about that new lease. No. Over and over and over and over. Falling in love with the wonder of being alive, of this earth, this world, no longer seeing through those constricting beliefs, relationships, contracts, agreements. So there's a very big eclipse at the beginning of April. I'm in fact actually going to Mazatlan, Mexico with my partner Rick to be in the totality of this massive eclipse. It's traveling through North America and you're starting in the Pacific Ocean and then traveling up through North America all the way to the Arctic. And this eclipse is another opportunity for these constricting agreements and beliefs to dissolve. So if you feel like, oh, there might be some more for me to release, this eclipse is drawing it out. It is drawing it out to take out of our hands. The image they are also giving me here is a bicycle losing its training wheels. Belief systems, agreements which are based in belief systems that are limiting, are like training wheels on a bicycle. They're helpful for a time, but once you've learned to ride the bike, they limit you. You are not free to really ride. And life's about experiencing that wild, glorious freedom. And so it's like those training wheels are coming off. And April's all about that wonderful first glorious ride. Another image they're giving me is a teenager who gets their driver's license and has their first drive on their own. April has that feeling of freedom. And that will lay the groundwork for the next phase. We're moving through some very big phases, one after another, in this 2024. This very, very big power year that we are in. They also want to emphasize, if you are paying attention to the news, to the trends in social media, in the collective, and the psychology of the group, and so on, there's going to be a lot more of those personal concerns, grievances, complaints being rehashed, trying to live, trying to survive. That's okay. If we focus too much on those levels of thought, those levels of consciousness, we contain and constrain ourselves with these old limiting contracts. So they want to say it's okay to really not look at the news so much. It's really okay to not try and track trends, social media, etc., if that is something that's in your life. And instead to really feel your original soul you have its life here on earth. That's what's happening in April. And it is all the way through the entire month. All the way through. So let yourself bask. That they really want you to have this. They really want you to have this. And again, if the mind comes back with its old complaints, its old tendencies, its desires to figure things out, make sense of things, it's okay. It's okay. You just say, dear mind, it is not your turn. Dear mind, it is not your turn this month. And things are in a deep, profound care. They're in a deep, profound care. There is no need for the mind to figure it out. Whatever that means to you, folks, whatever that means to you, there is no need for the mind to figure it out. Your glorious light soul self has it down. It knows what it's doing. It really does. And if there's ever a doubt, slow down. Breathe, feel the earth. Bring earth energy up through your system and back down to the earth. You are truly, truly, truly moving into a new way of living. And it is quite happy. Surprise, surprise, in this world. Yep. So, that's the update for April 2024. I love you all. Enjoy it to the hilt, to the tilt, and back again. Stay you, stay golden, stay a mess. It's glorious. See you next month. Bye-bye.